There is an epidemic of women who are unhappily married that cannot leave their husbands and their marriages for various reasons.
Sometimes when somebody tells you about their marital problems and they kind of complain to you about their partner and tell you how unhappy they are, I kind of explain some things to you. In fact, they will tell you some things to the stage whereby you cannot advise them to leave. You only teach them how they can stay in that relationship and endure till they are okay to leave. Because some of the times, most of them don't have money, most of them are afraid of their lives. Because it's aside from you just upping and go, if you just leave your partner like that, some men will not let you go like that. It's either they beat you and they disfigure your body, your face, or they kind of destroy your life so that nobody else will be there for you. Some of them unalive their wives the moment they find out that their wife is about to divorce them. Some of them are afraid of their children, what the man is going to do to their children if they cannot carry their children with them and go. Some of them are afraid of how they're going to take care of their children because they don't have money. They've been child wife for a long time. Hence, they stay in that kind of unhappy marriage, just be there, sad, and just hoping one day their situation will change. I saw a creator talking about the epidemic of married women that are in an unhappy relationship that they cannot leave. So while I saw the video, which I'm going to share with you all, but then I saw a woman talking about her husband, that her husband has been cheating on her back to back and she keeps forgiving him. She has 9 kids for that man and he kept cheating on her and she just anytime she had every time she always have that gut feeling that tells her like something is up, something is up, something is up. And yeah, let me show you all the video where she was crying and explaining the whole thing, then we'll come back and talk about it.
But y'all know my husband go out every Friday, and I don't mind. I encourage it. I believe that everybody should have time to be an individual. Nobody should be bothered with children all day. Nobody has to be with their significant other 24/7. That's my own personal belief. I enjoy alone time as well. So, anywho, I feel like my husband either start back talking to other women or he actually cheated on me on Friday. And the reason why it was my gut, I couldn't go to sleep on Friday night, or really Saturday morning, because I just had a feeling, like, I just got a feeling. I was washing dishes, I was like, this nigga cheating on me. And I was like, no, he not. No, he not. Don't even think like that. Like, y'all doing good. Y'all happy. Like, he helping with the kids. He getting the kids to school on time. Y'all good. That man not cheating on you. But my spirit just wouldn't rest. It was like, no, he's cheating on you. And I'm like, no, he not. I'm going to try to take a bath. I'm going to try to write, do other things to get my mind from thinking like this. Because, no, he not. We're in a great space. No, he not. So eventually I break down and call my husband because it's like 4 o'clock in the morning and he's still not home. And typically he'll call me even when he riding home. Well, he answered the phone on the second ring. And I was like, you cheating on me. You just cheated on me. He was like, no, I didn't. You crazy. You crazy. And I was like, I could tell the way he sounded was different. The fact that he answered on the second ring instead of the first and he's already in his car, to me, that gave me you was on the phone with somebody else. Normally, when you drive home, no matter what time it is, you call me and we either talk on the phone or you call me a couple times and see I'm not answering because I'm asleep. You didn't even attempt to call me. You cheating on me. And I was like, I could feel it. I'm never wrong. Every time I go against this feeling, my woman's intuition, I end up looking more stupid. Stupider. That's how I look. So I feel like this time I'm not going against this feeling. Of course, it's like, well, what you gonna do? He keep cheating on you, dummy, and you keep taking him back. No matter if you pregnant or not pregnant. No matter if you got your hair done or you look like a bum. This continues to happen. What are you gonna do about it? And I know he was guilty because he done slept in the kids' room 2 nights in a row. He done got the kids, and they done all went and slept in the room together. So it's like, oh yeah, you guilty. And then even when I was just in the room by myself, I was trying to make a pass at him. And instead of him like caving in like he normally does, he was like, oh, if I'm cheating on you, why are you trying to mess with me? I thought I was cheating on you. Hold on, you gonna pass some? Really? Okay. So I feel like this time I'm gonna cheat back. I keep saying I don't leave. I'm about to cry. It's like I want nothing more than for my marriage to work. And then I went to him just now. I was like, "You want to just have an open marriage?" He was like, "Bitch, you mess with somebody else, off you." And I'm like, "What? I really ain't been with another man in a whole decade, over a decade. Nobody." And this man constantly messing with other people. And you could just feel it. Even when they just lie to your face, you could just feel it. You think that you in a good space. You think that you could let your guard down. You think that you could trust them again and love them again. And they just do it again. As soon as they see like, oh, I'm in the clear. She trusts me again. They do it again. And it's like, Peaches, when you gonna be tired? 20 years. 20 years of my life. When you gonna be tired? When you gonna walk away and not look back? And then I feel like I'm not strong enough. So I'm gonna cheat back. That's how I feel.
Someone like this now, how is it going to be easy for her to leave the relationship with nine tiny children? How can she leave that relationship with nine kids? And the thing is, the fact that she keeps forgiving him, she keeps believing it's going to change. She might have another child. I don't even want to blame her at this point, but I know that she has a lot of blame. If we want to really judge the matter, she's at fault as well. But it's just crazy because living that kind of relationship with nine children is impossible unless you're going to leave your kids with him, right? And if you want to go ahead and take your kids along with you, you're going to start afresh, only you with nine kids. And that's like impossible task. And that's why most of the time we kind of advise married women to tell them that when you want to have kids, have the amount of kids that you can take care of as a woman, you yourself personally. Give birth to the amount of children that you can afford to take care of, not because you're having kids for society or because, oh, my man likes four children, so we already decided, me and my man say we're going to have four kids, and you yourself know that it's only one child that you can afford to take care of. You now want to have four children. When the marriage start getting sour, what are you going to do? You're going to be stuck in that relationship with that four kids, and you will be regretting why you did not stay with that your one child that you can afford to take care of. Some people cannot afford to take care of one child. Some people cannot afford to take care of one child, but they're having like seven, six because they have a provider as a man. They have a man that has money, and they feel like, oh, he can never neglect her and the children. So they keep having kids. Or they have man that usually say, I want to have a large family, and they keep giving birth on and on and on. When the marriage goes sour, because I don't know, sometimes it doesn't go sour, but most of the time you might want to leave, right? How do you leave, and what are you going to do with your seven, nine children that you're having for this man if you don't have enough money, enough resources that you've gathered during the years that you've been with this person? Some of the times you don't even know who your partner is until you are in that position or situation. Just like you having kids for your man, and when you guys got married, he's a different kind of person. When you start having one child, is a different person. When you have two, you see a different person in him. So you don't even know what your partner or how your partner is going to behave when you come to tell him that you're no longer interested in the relationship, or you want to divorce, or you're leaving, or you want to run away or something. Some of them might be very aggressive about the whole thing and want to unalive you. We've seen a lot of women got unalived. They didn't make it out of their relationship because of their partner unalived them. And the thing is that these men get away with those kind of thing. They get away with it. Nobody's going to hold them accountable. They can beat their woman till she's no longer breathing. They will get away with it. Society is still going to blame the woman and say Why were you still stuck in the relationship knowing that your man was beating you? Why didn't you leave the very first time he slapped you? Nobody's going to look at the man and say you're a bad person. You deserve to also get unalived.
There is an epidemic of women who are unhappily married that cannot leave their husbands and their marriages for various reasons, whether that is because they are financially stuck in them, meaning they have left their jobs years ago to stay home and raise their children, and it's almost impossible to get back into the workforce and making enough money to buy a place to live with your children and a safe space for them and make enough money to feed them, clothe them, house them, so they can't leave, or it's not safe for them to leave, or any number of reasons, but I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that this is an epidemic. I have spent the last 5 years talking to women on this app and the other about ways that they can find happiness, find purpose, find meaning, and take back control in their own marriages that they simply cannot get out of. And it is an astounding, jaw dropping number of women. Let me tell you, I would say most women you know are unhappily married in some capacity. Many women would like to leave their spouse if there was a way to make sure that their children are safe, make sure that it wouldn't put them in severe debt, and that they had a way to pay for their living. But for all those women that cannot leave for whatever reason, I have created a guide. It's almost 70 pages, 69 to be exact, and it will give you control back in your life in a very uncontrollable situation. It may feel like there's not a lot of things that you can control right now, and rightfully so, but this is one of them. You can still live for yourself. You can still have a meaningful life. You can still do meaningful things, and you can still have control of various aspects of your life. And I have worked really hard over the past 6 months on this. I've talked to lots of people. I've talked to lawyers and other people among them to put this guide together to make it the most beneficial for women in these very circumstances.
I usually hear people say that you all talk about women getting divorced so easily, like it's that easy. Getting divorced is not easy to just leave. It takes a lot of, confidence, takes a lot of preparation. It takes a lot of, you need to have a lot of mind to decide that okay, I am ready to leave the relationship. I did see it on comment section. I see women come out and talk about it. I even speak to women face to face, and they're like, it's not easy to just divorce your partner like that, even though they know that the marriage is over, like literally over. They will not just divorce like that. I personally feel like is the way society makes divorced women to look like, and also the way they kind of paint this marriage thing. Because if your marriage, you can definitely see that this marriage is over. There's nothing you can do about it. It's over. And you're still stuck there just because you cannot just up and go. Just because you cannot just up and go. I just feel like you're afraid of what people will say. And this is especially for people that get abused in their relationship, physically, mentally, especially physically, right? And you still stay there thinking that, oh, probably one day, or you're already getting used to the beating, or one day it's going to change, or it keep telling you that, oh, I'm going to change, or probably it keeps buying you gifts after it beats you, and you feel like there's nothing that bad, or you're staying there in the relationship because you are saying you don't have money to go and pick your children and take your children away. I just feel like you're just making excuses. Sometimes I know that it's wrong, but I feel like these women actually make excuses for them not living their marriage. It's not that they cannot just up and go. I feel like you can up and go. I feel like the fear of starting over, that's one thing that actually fear women, the fear of that attachment, lonely, the fear of, they are afraid to start over. They're afraid like, oh, how do I, leave this person that I've been with for a long time? How do I just take my stuff and leave my children behind and figure out my life? They are afraid to start over, and that is why most women get on a like in relationship like this, because they cannot stay there and they are mentally drained. They might get so depressed that they will just get some kind of illness, and they just get on a life through that illness. Or their man can beat them till they are gone. Or anything can just happen, heart attack, just because they are married to that partner. My question is, what do you think is a solution for women that find it very difficult to leave their abusive marriage, their unhappy marriage? What do you think is a solution? What do you think they can do for them to leave? Because some of the time, truth be told, some of the times when you listen to their story, you kind of know what to tell them to go. You kind of like, okay, I think you should wait a bit and figure it out later. Because sometimes, no matter how much you advise a woman to leave a relationship, even though she can clearly see that it's not going to work out, no matter how much you advise them, they're not going to leave until they are ready to leave. That's just it. What is your take on this video? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, Jigga David, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.